Hey guys, how you doing? I'm so unbelievably pissed off at the moment. I made a video back about 2-3 months ago about Chase US Bank blocking my 7-figure attempted transfer to Coinbase. So I had money in my Chase account. Miami Beach was where I bank. You know, that's my home branch. I walked into the branch and I literally tried to transfer 7 figures of money, right, to my Coinbase account. And they blocked it. Chase US Bank blocked my transfer of 7 figures, and they blocked it numerous times as well. Numerous times. I attempted it 2-3 times in branch. Then I attempted it at home on the laptop, and it wouldn't work. The fraud team kept calling me and saying, what's the purpose of this transfer? And then they kept blocking it. And one of the ladies said, Chase doesn't like the beneficiary of this payment, which means Chase doesn't want you transferring that kind of large sum to Coinbase. Now, you can transfer small sums, you know, a few thousand, a couple of hundred here and there, you can get away with that. But when you're trying to move a large sum of money, they seem to block it in the sense that they were trying to protect me. So JP Morgan was trying to protect my ass, apparently, from not losing my money. As a result of that, what's happened, now I went and opened the Bank of America account immediately that day and started transferring money slowly to that Bank of America account. But in order to move that large sum of money, it was going to take a long time. So I kind of got a bit put off by it. As a result of that, that was about the 15th of December. So that was about 2.5 months ago. Now, and obviously I was moving all the money to Coinbase. For what reason? For the obvious reason to chuck it into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. Those were the 3 coins I was going to buy, and I was going to sit and hold that for a year. Now, I would have doubled my money. I would have doubled my fucking money in 2.5 months. I would have made more than $1 million in 2 months. And it feels like fucking shit. And I know this is a horribly privileged position to be talking from. And I know it probably sounds like an absolute privileged dickhead. But what I'm trying to say is that there's pain at all levels in this game. And I feel like shit today. Fucking horrendous. Last night I had trouble sleeping. I woke up this morning. I feel shit. I feel shit about myself. I feel horrendous. I'm so pissed off at the US banking system. The land of the free, they call it. Oh, land of the free. I couldn't even move my own money, man. I couldn't even move my own money. And so this is making me think a lot of different things, guys. I can't help but think. I worked so hard to get my green card, to become an American resident, to put my money in America, to become American, to build the business out there, to start living my life long term and do everything out there. And you know what? I can't help but regret that decision now. Maybe it was the wrong move. Maybe I fucked up moving to America. Maybe the right move was moving to Dubai. Tax-free, I would have moved my money into a bank in Dubai, and then that bank wouldn't have had any problems with me moving it to Coinbase because they're not as regulated. American banks are regulated as hell. Dubai banks are not going to be as regulated. They're also crypto friendly, so they would have let me shift those kind of numbers into Coinbase. They would have let me, or into Binance. And then I would have made the gains and then not pay the tax on the gains. So actually, I'm sitting here thinking, why did I move to America? Why did I bother moving to the States? Why did I bother getting a green card? Working that hard for 3 years and an application 500 pages this thick to get a green card. To then what? Put my money in Chase and be blocked and not be able to move my own money? It's unbelievable. Unbelievable what's happened to me. Literally missed out on $1 million plus in gains. And I knew it. I had conviction. I knew crypto was going to go up. Literally the 15th of December, I just checked the price. I wanted to buy Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Solana. And I had ultimate 100% conviction in doing so. And I was blocked by Chase US Bank. I'm a private client bank. I have a private client bank account with Chase US Bank. And I was blocked from moving my money to Coinbase. Blocked. And I tried to move it in smaller batches. And every time you try and do that, they let you transfer a few thousand here and there. But it's going to take me a long time to transfer all this money if I'm moving it in poxy little pieces. And they kept shutting down my connection between Coinbase and Chase. So ultimately, Jamie Dimon, the CEO of fucking JP Morgan, screwed me out of money. And what do I do here? Do I try and sue Chase Bank? Try and sue the largest bank in the world? Yeah, good luck there. Man, I can't help but think that I made the wrong fucking move. And I'm sorry if this sounds like a very privileged position to come from. It is, I recognize that. But at the same time, the pain is felt at all levels. Whether you've got nothing, whether you've got something, whether you've got millies, whether you're a hedge fund with billies. Fucking, it's painful, man. It's really painful to lose out on an opportunity like this, especially with the conviction that I had. I had so much conviction. I even got a text message last night from a friend saying to me, hey man, you're a crazy bastard. I remember you saying to me you were going to put all your money in Ethereum at $1,500 back in October. Wow, you must have smashed it. I read that message, I felt sick, and I feel like shit today. Literally like shit. Like the whole US move was a mistake. Maybe I made a mistake moving to the US. Maybe I should have moved to Dubai. I should have put the money in a bank in Dubai. I should have then moved it into Coinbase and Binance where I wouldn't have had a problem. I would have made the gains. And on top of that, in terms of making the gains, I wouldn't have had to pay tax on it by being in Dubai. Had Chase let me actually make that transfer, had I made $1 million in a year, then I would have paid capital gains on that in the States anyway, right? So I would have paid, I believe it's 15% if you hold it for over a year, and it's like 20 to 25% if you hold it for less than a year. So then I would have had to pay a couple of $100,000 in taxes. For what? Why am I paying US taxes? Such a large amount of US taxes to be screwed, to be protected by Chase? It's bullshit. I got fucked over, guys. I got fucked over by the US regulated system. They absolutely screwed me on this one. And you know what? It makes me feel like I should turn my back on the States. It makes me feel like I should turn my back on my green card. I should return it. I should go set up a company in Dubai. I should move my money to a Dubai bank. I should move my money into a crypto exchange through a Dubai bank. Oh, man, I feel fucking horrid, guys. Literally, I feel horrid. I feel so sick. I literally feel sick that I had all that intent. And I knew it because I can see these investment opportunities and I've got the balls. And I was literally in the bank trying to transfer the money. And I got blocked. And maybe that's just a lesson. Maybe the lesson is the US is not the land of the free. It's not the land of the free. I was not free to do what I wanted. I was blocked. And I was moving into Coinbase, not some shitty exchange. Coinbase, a regulated US company, the largest crypto exchange in the US, SEC regulated, and they still blocked it. It's disgusting that these institutions can do these kind of things. They're the ones that, and guess what? All these Bitcoin ETFs, guess where they're backed by? Guess who the custodian is? Coinbase. So all these ETFs that opened up by these large institutions, the BlackRocks, iShares, all the big ETFs that are open, ARK, you know, those are, the big dogs are the ones that can do that. All the custodian, the holder of Bitcoin is Coinbase. So they can do it and I can't. Can you see how fucked I got versus the institutions? This is a perfect example of a retail investor getting pissed on by the institutions. They can pull off the move, but no, certainly I'm not allowed to pull off the move. This is bullshit. This rigged fucking system, this bullshit matrix that we live in, this is all bullshit. This is rigged. The game is fucking rigged so that people like us, the retail investors, get screwed and the institutional investors get to win the game. They have the power. Sure, they can open up the ETFs. Sure, they can have Coinbase as a custodial. Guess who's winning in all this race? I read an article this morning on the FT that retail investors are not even the one that have taken advantage of this game. It's actually institutional. Since the ETFs opened up, the institutions went in, boom, boosted up the price of Bitcoin from 42 up to 62. Bang, bunch of massive institutions just made 20, 30%. Now they can dump on all the retail investors. So actually the retail investors and the mini little poxy guys and the little kids running around in Dubai or whoever's owning crypto, they're not the ones that have taken full advantage of this. It's the large institutions yet again that come in that fucking almost steal from us. Not directly, but indirectly steal from us. The game is rigged. Absolutely rigged. This is bullshit. I've been completely fucked over. So there you go. That's what happens when you play the game at this level. I'm now really considering a lot of things about this. This has really pissed me off. I've lost my patience, lost my cool, and lost my hope with the US system, with the banking system. They've absolutely slaughtered me on this. What does a man do? Does a man try and sue Chase Bank? Do I sell my story? Do I tell my story to the world? What do I do? Chase blocked me from moving my money. I have proof, I have evidence. What do I do about this? Go to a lawyer, sue the bank, tell the world, sell the story, warn others? Or just keep my mouth shut and move and open a company in Dubai and just move it there? Why do I have to deal with the US? Why don't I just move it to Dubai, and then I'm free to use my funds however I want? Dubai is much more crypto friendly. The banks in Dubai are much more friendly with crypto exchanges. They would allow you to move the money over. I'm sure they would. They wouldn't give me a hard time like Chase Bank did. You know, I'm trying to keep my money safe, for God's sake. It seems like it was safer and better in COINBASE. Oh, I missed out on such a huge gain, and it's just so painful, man. I would have fucking taken that money and put it more into my business, and whatever. I would have taken that money. I mean, my lifestyle wouldn't have changed much, but I would have taken that money and reinvested it into my business, reinvested it into other avenues, keep building. So there are winners and losers in this game, guys. The stock market game, this crypto game, the game of life, there's always winners and losers, right? And it's just, man, there's probably some guy right now with 0.1% of my money who's much happier than I am today, because I feel like shit today. I am super pissed off. I got absolutely shafted by the US system. I got absolutely shafted by Chase Bank. This is bullshit. That's what it is. And it's making me think about the future moves. I spent all that time getting the green card for what? To get shafted like this? I'm an investor of 7 years. I want to make my own moves. I want to make my own decisions. You telling me as a US resident, I'm not allowed to make my own decisions? I got blocked. I got blocked out of making huge sums of money. Is that the US? That's what it's become? Great. So fuck it. A free man like me who can live anywhere in the world, who can pick up. I'm not based anywhere. I can just give that shit all away. I can literally give my green card away, transfer my money out of the US and say, thanks guys, peace out. You fucked me off. That's what you did. You blocked me, and I want to make sure you don't block me in the future from any other future opportunities that could arise. Now, obviously, there are advantages to also being a US resident. I understand that. There's definitely massive advantages to being an American. Everyone's dream is to be able to get over there, because there is the opportunity, where dreams are fulfilled. Fine, I get it. But in my particular instance, I got robbed. I got fucking shafted. And I can't help but feel like shit. But as any businessman, as any man does in these instances, you take the hit. I'm going to take the hit. I'm going to take the fucking pain. And I'm going to move on. But I'm going to have to learn some lessons from this, as all of us have to learn lessons from things in life. And the lesson is that maybe I have to, I think the lesson is get my money out of the US and start trading out of Dubai so that I can make more maneuvers, so that I can put it into an exchange. I want to now put it into Dubai. I want to then put it into Binance. And there's a trading bot that I want to apply through this company that I know, and I want to start trading BTC through this algorithmic crypto trading bot, AI crypto algorithmic trading bot, right? Which is automated, and they do it through Binance. Now, I can't do it through the US because guess what? Binance US is shit and doesn't have the liquidity. So again, I'm being blocked from utilizing US businesses. Binance US doesn't have the liquidity for me to be able to trade the BTC sizes that I want to trade, which means I need to use normal Binance. And Binance API is much more sophisticated than Coinbase API. So really, I want my money in Binance now. Guess what? Can't do that from the US. Bullshit, guys. Bullshit. Land of the free is not land of the fucking free. Land of the free, I did all I could possibly do to move to that country. And then what did they do? They slapped it back in my face by trying to say they protected me. Now, in the last video that I did a couple of months ago, a lot of you guys commented and you kept saying, sure, you think they're protecting you. And you got the general idea, which was that it's bullshit. They're not trying to protect you. They're institutions. They're fucking screwing you from moving your money. Only they are the ones that can profit from these sorts of moves. And I know there's been a lot of scams, and with Chase and JP Morgan, they talk about all these different kind of scams, trying to protect their consumer. I got fucked. And I'm going to have to sit here today and start really thinking. I can't do any work today. I can't focus. I need to now sit here today and think about my future, think about my funds, how I'm going to transfer it. How am I going to do this? What am I going to do moving forward to stop this shit happening again? Because bad shit is going to happen to your life all the time. Bad shit's happened in my life all the fucking time. Taking losses, taking hits, taking L's, but it's about learning the lesson, standing back up and fighting again. That's all I could say. To make myself feel better, really, at the end of this video, all I can say is it's about me standing back up and fighting another day and learning a lesson and never giving up. But I'm pissed off and I can't help it. I'm fucking absolutely... Oh, I haven't felt like this shit. I haven't felt this shit for a long time, guys. I really haven't felt this shit for months. I can't remember the last time I felt like this. The last 12 hours have been terrible. Terrible. And I have to start thinking about these life moves now. I have to make some big drastic moves here. Because after what's happened and after me losing out on the opportunity of making 7 figures in crypto in 2.5 months, literally, okay, if not 7 figures, let's say I would have sold earlier. Let's say I wouldn't have held till now and I would have maybe sold after a month or two because I saw the gains and I shat myself and I didn't want to wait. I would have made hundreds of fucking thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars. And who doesn't want that? Instead, I'm sitting here fucking investing through JP Morgan's investment account on the blue chip tech stocks. I've got a portfolio of about 8 stocks and I'm sitting here trying to chip away and trying to get 5-10% and all this shit. When crypto's gone up, the Ether's doubled. Bitcoin up 50% in 2.5 months. Like, come on. Come on, those crypto gains. I knew I was after them. Instead, now I'm chasing these poxy blue chip tech gains in the S&P 500 where Nvidia's already flown. Meta's already flown. It's all flown up. What am I going to get? A few percentage points? Maybe 10% at best this year from that? Great. Could have done 40-50%. All right, chaps, I'm going to sit here and rethink the moves I'm going to make in my life financially. And I have to think about this very wisely. And I'm sharing this with you guys because you're my community and I feel comfortable telling you this. And people help me with their advice. People help me with their comments and try and suggest new things. But I think for me, I now know what I need to do. And this was a very nasty lesson. I got absolutely screwed. I got blocked. Is it really worth me paying the US taxes? Is it worth me being governed by a government like that who blocks me from making money and on top of that will charge me tax and will track my ass down the whole time? No wonder crypto's become popular because people are tired of this shit, man. People are tired of the fucking establishment stealing from us, stealing from the retail investors, institutions making all the money and destroying all the minions who are trying to invest from their homes, from their own little pockets. The funds just abused it. The big firms, the big institutions, it's abuse. The system is a fucking scam. It's a scam, man. I worked my ass off to escape the system to make my own money, which I did. But you know what? The system just comes back and bites you in the ass every single time. Every single time the system comes back and bites you in the ass because they want control and they're not allowing you to have anything. They don't want you, the minion, to have all the control and the money. They don't want that. They want to control your ass. And on this instance, the system beat me. I lost to the system on this one. There are other occasions where I've won, but on this one I lost and I fucking am absolutely fuming. So there you go, guys. That's my situation. I'm going to try and calm down. Massively pissed. All I can do is learn my lesson and make future plans. Make future plans based on this shit. But it's time to go somewhere where I'm actually respected. I can move my money. I can move more freely. I'm not as regulated and I don't have to pay such a ridiculous tax for what? For getting screwed? For getting screwed by the government? What are they going to do? You lose, you lose. You can't do anything. You can't sue them. What are you going to do? Sue Chase Bank? Oh, yeah. Good idea. Let me try and sue the largest bank on the planet. Good luck with that. Not going to get shit out of that story, I'll tell you that. Then your name's blacklisted, then no one wants to deal with you again. It's the wrong type of publicity. I don't want that kind of publicity. I'm supposed to be doing good. You're getting screwed. All right, cool. Peace out. I'm done screaming. Had enough. Need to find a way out of this shit. Need to learn a lesson and move forward. Peace, guys.